Hello there, I'm Toby. And I'm Neil. Today, me and Toby are watching Victor Tanzik's Sodor Choices. And, yeah. You guys are kind of wondering, wait, why are we back to engine reactions? Toby, explain. Okay, Neil. Because, A, I'm display, and 2, Neil doesn't have a train till later. Okay, fair enough, Toby. That's a good explanation. So, we hope you guys enjoy this episode. Choices. What is Biff gonna do? Well, actually, this is kind of based off a Ducks episode, Toby. Oh yeah, Neil. Ducks. Yeah, we watched the whole season of Ducks. So that's how we know this is based off Ducks. Anyway, enjoy.
How are you feeling, Whip? Much better, thank you. Any lingering problems? No. Your lads always do a great job keeping me in top form. Right. I'll see you tomorrow then. Night, Ray. Evening, Ray. Evening, Egon. Peter. Evening, Ray. How did it all go with Whiff's maintenance? Absolutely fine. No problems at all. That's one bit of good news. You saying there's bad news? Only as far as our accounts are concerned. We're hemorrhaging money, Ray. How could that be? The yard's near full capacity, and the plant's been working overtime processing it all. Yes, but you know how much it costs to maintain all the equipment, and Whiff's upkeep comes at a heavy price tag. That's not his fault. This isn't about assigning blame, Ray. It's about getting a handle on the situation. Egon's run the numbers, and it's very likely we'll go bankrupt by next year unless we reduce our overheads. You talking about layoffs? Maybe, but we think the best option would be to replace Whiff. Replace Whiff? But he's done so much for us. If it wasn't for him, our business wouldn't be as large as it is. And ironically, it's partly because of Whiff that we run the risk of losing this large business. Even if I did agree with you two, which I don't, there's nothing we can do about it. The law prohibits scrapping or selling a non-faceless engine unless they consent to such an act. I'm not talking about scrapping him, heaven forbid. I'm thinking perhaps retirement. He is a Victorian-built engine after all. He might like the idea of giving up work. Ultimately, it's not up to us. It's up to him. First thing tomorrow, we'll broach the topic with Whip and let him decide. So that's the situation, Whip. It's simply becoming too expensive to keep you in working order. I see. I'm sorry about that. It's not your fault, Whip. Nobody is saying that it is. That's right. Don't blame yourself. And given all the hard work you've done not only for us, but the railway on Sodor, I think you're entitled to a pleasant retirement. No, thanks. No? I love to work. I just don't see myself serving on a heritage line for the rest of my life. And being turned into a museum piece sounds incredibly boring. Well, I'm afraid those are the only options available. We certainly don't want to subject you to a final firing. There is one thing I can do. One way I can be of service to my country. What other thing? The train, for its type, is the most powerful vehicle on land. And the engines of Sodor are the power behind the docks, industries and branch lines that make up the world-renowned Northwestern Railway. These are the stories of Sodor. Several months had passed since the reshuffle, and I'm pleased to say things were running very smoothly on Sodor. It was quite pleasant having some consistency in our duties, rather than waking up every morning wondering what jobs we would have to do. But like any good business, we had to be flexible and willing to adapt to changing situations. To this day, it's not uncommon for those of us from the Brendan branch to deliver goods to Alsborough, or for those on the Farquhar branch to take the odd train to Barrow. Indeed, this story starts with my delivering a shipment of supplies to Fort Sudrian. I was given this job simply because no one else was available to take it. Upon my arrival at the fort, I was met by a very downcast Rosie. Hi, Edward. Hello, Rosie, my dear. You look rather upset. What's the matter? There's a rumor going around the fort's going to be closed. Closed? What for? Something about its purpose being redundant. Sounds like code for this place is too expensive to operate. My thoughts exactly. You would have thought cost wasn't an issue, not when the commies have taken over half of Europe. Yes, one would think our national defense would be a top priority. Evidently, the government is applying the same logic to Stalin as they did to Hitler. As long as he inflicts hardships on his own people, we can let our guard down and hope for the best. Wow, Edward, I never thought I'd hear such cynicism from you. Well, maybe this'll counter it. I wouldn't worry about this place being closed down. If that were going to happen, I probably wouldn't be delivering this lot here. And I certainly don't think Toby would be bringing in a line of petrol tankers either. He doesn't look too good. No, he doesn't. Hello, Toby. Are you all right? Yes, I'm fine. Just a little knackered. Oh? Why's that, old chap? It's all these petrol deliveries. Doing these on top of our regular jobs on the branch line has been very tiring. I'm going to have a word with the Fat Controller about it. Are you going to ask him to relieve you of such jobs? Or at the very least get another engine to help us? Maybe I could come work with you lot. I may be put out of a job anyway. Is that rumor still going around about this place closing? If it helps, it's been my very long experience that rumors never pan out. Very long experience. Toby? Oh, sorry. I just realized how long I've been rattling about these rails. Maybe the problem with our workload on the branch isn't a lack of engines, but a lack of young engines. Perhaps I'm getting too old for this. Rubbish! You're as fit as ever, old boy. Wait. I know what you meant, Edward. But I have been giving it some thought lately as to how I might move on. Please tell me you're not considering the final firing? No. I'd never do that. A heritage railway isn't out of the question, though. It might be nice to pull trains of tourists along a picturesque line, not having to worry about stringent timetables, just leisurely enjoying the day. When you put it like that, Toby, I may very well join you. Well, before you boys slink away into retirement, how about you finish your deliveries here first? That sounds like a very good idea. Where do you want this lot? Just back along the track you came down. Say, does anyone know what time it is? About 3:30. Oh, great! What's so great about it? I'm just a little excited. Those tankers you got there, Toby, I'm going to return them to the depot later tonight. Really? How come? The Fat Controller couldn't spare an engine to take them back, so I offered to do it. It'll be great to stretch my wheels outside this place. Enjoy the exposure, then. In typical military fashion, Rosie departed the fort on time and returned those fuel tankers to the depot likewise. Her journey to Lower Knapford had been uneventful, which was more than could be said of her return. To and from the depot, she savoured the sights, the sounds, and the stations of Sodor, much of which she had never seen before. Unfortunately, all this sightseeing meant she didn't see the scrap metal lying upon the bridge just outside Crosby until she was literally right on top of it. Fortunately, she was able to keep herself from toppling over the side. Nonetheless, she was in a very perilous state. While it wasn't necessarily a long way down, the rocks strewn about the bottom ensured any such landing would be a hard one. The American-built engine was too scared to do anything, even whistle for help. Likewise, her crew dare not move unless they upset the delicate balance they were enjoying. The only thing the trio could do was wait until morning, when a most unexpected engine came to their rescue. Whiff! Oh, thank heavens! I'm so happy to see you. Crikey, Rosie, are you all right? How did this happen? Forget how. Go get. Whoa! Sounds like you're starting to move. I felt it too. Okay, don't panic. I've got an idea. I've got a tow cable in my cab. My crew can tie us together, and that should anchor you down. It's too risky. If I go over the side, I could take you with me. I'll take that risk. Don't worry. How's that? It's good. I don't feel myself moving any further. Great. Now's the time to get the professionals involved. Whiff's driver wasted no time in getting to Crosby Station. All trains along the main line were stopped, and Mickey swiftly responded. It took a couple of hours of careful maneuvering, but Rosie was eventually re-railed and taken to the works for an inspection. The bridge and its track were also examined, which caused further delays across Sodor and increased aggravation by some. You know, just once, I would like the things to run properly on Sodor. Is that so much to ask for? Whatever do you mean, Gordon? Surely you've heard about the many accidents, delays, and other outlandish shenanigans we've had to suffer through over the years. Indeed I have. In truth, I've been reluctant to believe most, as they border on the absurd. Around here, absurd is normal. Sounds rather exciting if you ask me. If you had to endure our kind of excitement, Spencer, you'd be singing a different tune. Perhaps we could trade places then. I could come to Sodor, and you return to London. If you're being serious, I'm all for it. I was only joking, Gordon. I wasn't. Would you seriously consider leaving Sodor? I've practically spent my entire career on that island. It might be time for a change. On the other buffer, I do have a responsibility to my passengers. Perhaps it would be selfish to abandon them, simply because I'm feeling rather frustrated with the island. Dedication to duty, the mark of a true nor'easter. Thank you, Spencer. I must say, it's been delightful to see you again. Likewise. Would that I could stay a little longer. Are you heading out today? Yes. I'm taking the return express to London. As soon as that J94 over there organizes my coaches, I'll be off. Say, why do you have a J94 here in the first place? I thought this yard already had a shunter. We do. His name is Whiff, but I haven't seen him all day, and I have no idea why that J94 is here. Oh, you mean you haven't heard? Heard what, Anthony? Sounds like you've had a rather eventful morning, Whiff. Aye. Talk about being in the right place at the right time. Great job in saving Rosie. I'll bet James had a fit when he heard she was in trouble. I heard you weren't any different when Kate derailed back in 1939. True enough. I was just glad I could help. You know, Whiff, it's only just occurred to me how rarely we see you on Sodor, or outside Barrow at all. Yeah, what are you doing over here anyway? Oh, I came over to say goodbye. Goodbye? Yes, I'm leaving Barrow. Leaving? Where? Attention! Attention! Ah, Whiff, there you are. I've been looking all over for you. Oh, bust my buffers. What are you doing here, Benson? That is none of your concern, old square wheels. My business is with a fellow serviceman. You know Henry served in the war. So did I, for that matter. Ah, so you both did. In that case, I can share with you the detail that Whiff here is getting blown up tomorrow. Blown up? What in blazes are you talking about? Whiff has courageously volunteered for target practice for the Navy. At 1400 hours tomorrow, he will be loaded aboard a barge and towed out to sea, where a cruiser will then fire shells in his direction and will continue to do so until the exercise is complete, or until Whiff has been sent to the briny deep. You are stark raving mad. What gives you the right to sentence a fine engine like Whiff to such a horrible fate? Were you not listening? I said Whiff volunteered for such a task. Is that true, Whiff? Yes. You lads know I'm a government engine, right? Specifically, a military engine leased to the scrapyard. Unfortunately, it's becoming harder for my owners to keep me in working order. What are you saying? He's saying that he is old and out of date, and we military types know when we are past it. Rather than waste away on some heritage line or rot in a museum, we will always choose an end that is worthy of remembrance. Come along now, old chap. We had best continue the rounds if you want to bid farewell to all your friends. Yes, sir. Whiff, no! There has to be a better way. It's my choice, Thomas. Bye, you two. Thanks for everything. That's not right. No, it isn't. But if this is what Whiff wants, it's still not right. Did you two get to see Whiff yesterday? Yes. I saw him while delivering petrol to Brendam. Edward was there too. He was devastated by Whiff's choice. I imagine he was. He's known Whiff longer than any of us. Did you see him, Toby? Unfortunately, no. Why not? Because I had a very full schedule, just like today. What have you had so far? 3 passenger trains, a stone shipment from the quarry, and I still have to make a fuel delivery to Tidmouth. Those miserable fuel deliveries. It's such a pain having to work those in with all our other jobs. A real drain on our time and energy. Don't be so dramatic, Percy. We're managing it all right. No, Thomas, we're not. Percy's right. It's becoming too much. If we keep it up, it will cause problems in the long run. I just know it. What are you saying? I'm going to talk to the Fat Controller about relieving us of the fuel deliveries. Oh, I see. I'm sorry, Thomas. I know you like doing those runs to the mine because it allows you to see Kate, but, Toby, don't worry about that. I admit it's a great way to see her, but you lads shouldn't burn yourselves out because of it. I'm glad you're so understanding, Thomas. Thank you. No worries. All the same, don't forget it was the Fat Controller's choice to give us the job, and he only did that because the mainline boys were too busy. That is a concern, Toby. If we can't do the jobs anymore, who else is there? Aye, very true. If not by rail, the petrol would have to be delivered by road. It's a good job, very profitable for the railway. We can't risk losing a major client like that. We're in quite the predicament, aren't we? You have any ideas, Toby? You're always good at problem solving. I'm drawing a blank at the moment, unless we can find another engine to join us here on the branch. Are we all thinking the same thing? Yes. What harbour was Whiff setting out from? Nafford. What time is it now? 1:50. Bother. We'll have to move fast. There's a phone over in the station. Lachlan, I need you to make a call. No worries. I'm on it. We'll be cutting it close. I guess the exercise will start soon enough. I guess so. I still can't believe Whiff made the choice that he did. Me neither. Did anyone try to talk him out of it? We all did. Even Benson, if you can believe it. I don't believe it. When? 10 cents! 10 cents! Crikey, Edward! What are you doing here? Trying to save Whiff. The Fat Controller wants to buy him to work on the Farquhar branch. Please tell me his barge hasn't left yet. Sorry, mate. They towed him out about 20 minutes ago. Damn it! Could we contact the Navy and tell them to stop? No chance. The Navy don't share their radio frequencies. Even if they did, they'll only listen to orders from their superiors, not civilians. There has to be something we can do. There is. I know where the Navy's conducting the exercise. I can pop out to their location and speak to the ship in person. Is that safe? Good question. It's a brave offer, old chap, but it sounds dangerous. If I can risk getting sunk by U-boats, I can risk getting hit by a shell from a Top Gun. At least I'll know where it's coming from then. You gallant seafarer. All right, go to it. I'll tell the Fat Controller what's going on. Good luck. Don't worry, Edward. We'll save him. Well, I've had a good run. I can't really complain. At least this way I get to go out in service to hang about. Is that 10 cents? What's he doing here? Civilian vessel, port side. Oi, you need to stop. What's the meaning of this? You're in a live firing zone. I know that. You have to stop the exercise. That engine on the barge. Oh dear God, no! How long has it been since we've set off? About 10 hours. Is it a bad sign we haven't heard anything since? It can't be a good one. You never know. Intruding on a naval exercise is bound to cause a ruckus, and it can't be easy to wrangle out of it. I hope that's the case, Toby. I really, really do. How long have you known Whip, Edward? Since before coming to Sodor, back when I worked on the Furness Railway. He's older than I am by about 10 years, so he was already working at Barrow when I delivered my first passenger train there. He was an excellent shunter, and I never told him that. You didn't have to, Edward. I always knew I was good. Whip, you're alive. Yep, they didn't blow me up today. Not for lack of trying. Did they actually fire on you? 3 times. All 3 times they missed. Is the Navy's aim really that bad? Could be. Or it could be because this somehow slipped its way onto my barge. You have got to be kidding. How on earth does it do that? Who cares? It's so good to see you, Whip. And you'll be seeing a lot more of me. The Fat Controller bought me off the government. He's assigned me to the Farquhar branch, so now I'm one of you. All of us were elated by this news. I'm very pleased to say Whip settled into his new working life spectacularly well. The coaches and trucks enjoyed working with him, and our passengers and clients were equally satisfied. The extra set of wheels also allowed the Farquhar boys to better handle their jobs, allowing them to keep doing the petrol deliveries. This whole experience also put to rest any thoughts of retirement or transfer. And a good thing too, as the nationalization of the railways was fast approaching.